So I am, I learned about Superface. I'm not very savvy with AI stuff, so this was an interesting thing for me to do. Superface is, it helps you connect different tools using AI and gives you a way to type in commands. Like I'm so old, it reminded me of MS-DOS back in the day, which was the
Mm.
very first computer that I started with, where you had to type in commands. We didn't have a mouse for it to click things. So that's really what it reminded me of. So I went to superface.ai and then I clicked get started for free, and it brings you to the agent screen that it offers, the tools
Mhm.
screen. So it offers a lot of different tools that you can connect and use in AI. Uh, Obviously, one of the things that interests me is QuickBooks, but we've got Microsoft, LinkedIn, Slack is in here. So CRMs, different weather. Here's QuickBooks. I can use AI to create customers' invoices, etc. Slack can help you research inside Slack. Um, so pretty much everything that's in here is already supported. So we select which tool we want to use. And I have already gone through and selected it's once you hit add, you'll next go to the connect GPTs, and it gives you a URL that you copy for your tool. And then you take it over to your chat GPT or whatever GPT you're using. And actually, let me start. Okay. Uh, so then you will select GPTs on your chat GPT and you'll click create. And when you click create, it takes you to the create screen, which is here. I've already pre-done it so because it takes a little bit. I pasted my URL that Superface gave me into the box here, and then it connects with Superface and reads the instructions and asks you how would you, it gives you an option of what you could name it, but then it asks if you could want to name it. So I changed it to count for me. This particular GPT that I'm using or tool is to count how many days until or from a specific date. So then it names it, and this it tries to create a profile picture, but it's having issues. None of the ones that I've done practiced with were able to create a profile picture. So when it asked me to do it, I just said no because it was not going to come up with one anyway. And then you can fine tune it. I had done a different one. It was a weather app one, and then it was like, do you want to just give factual weather information, or do you want it to have like a little fun or spice with it? So you can um, decide how you want that. You raised your hand, Simon.
Yeah, I did because just like a good
Oh,
like we're in a real classroom. Um,
oh,
I I actually wanted to ask you. So there is this Superface. You've connected the two LLMs, I guess, Superface and ChatGPT.
hmm.
In and there are other apps in there. You know what? Actually, can I? I'll lower my hand, and then I'll say the question for the end if that's all right. Because I don't want to interrupt your flow, and I you're doing such a great job. I'd have a question
Okay.
about ChatGPT more.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So this is pretty, this is a pretty straightforward type tool. So it asks me what should be emphasized or avoided and how it responds. So I didn't really have anything to put. And then over here on this right side is where I can test it. I need to move this bar out of the way. Okay. So my test question was how many days until December 25th, 2025? And it gave me that there are 35 days until December 25th, 2025. I'm like, okay, that sounds about right because I'm not going to do the math on my own. And once you've got this figured out the way that you want it, you'll hit create and you can invite other people to use it or you can just use it for yourself. And I'm just going to do it for myself right now. And then we'll click view and it'll take me directly to the actual GPT link and then I can start using it. So
Cool.
um, I'm going to see how many days old I am. Y'all are going to see how old I am. And it thinks maybe that was too far back. I should have tested that one.
It's got to count leap years and stuff too, right?
I just thought it would be cool to know how old I am in days,
Uh-huh.
but maybe not. There it goes.
Cool.
15,113 days.
Wow.
That's a lot
Brilliant.
of days.
You know what's even
So,
more impressive is like it knows today's date. That's amazing.
mhm.
That's one of the hardest things actually is I think in using AI in my experience. That's awesome. Cool.
So there we go. What was your question, Simon?
Oh, yeah. While you're screen sharing in ChatGPT, could you on the bottom left of your screen show the settings? Um, yeah, in ChatGPT, your name,
My name,
yeah, and then settings,
settings.
and then there's apps and connectors. I just discovered this recently as well. And just think of the number of apps that we're actually using ourselves. So Figma is one of them. There's HubSpot we use as our CRM. There's SharePoint we use for our document repository. It feels like we're all like converging on this operating system with AI to help us to go faster. And your demo, yeah, Outlook, your demo, I think combining two AI tools is a great perfect example. Great work. Thank you.